Hi everyone, it's Thea here, just here to spill some more tea for you guys, and this time it is about Summer House Martha's Vineyard. And for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to make it really easy on myself and just say Summer House MV, because that is a mouthful. Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Summer House MV, okay? I'm going to leave it at that. So anyway, what I wanted to say about this particular franchise is that it actually surprised me. It's not what I expected, and I was basically pleasantly surprised by this franchise. I thought that it would be boring, and because I have not been loving the season of Summer House this year, like on the regular, every year, normally I like Summer House, the franchise in general. Not the franchise, now it's a franchise, but you know what I mean, the show in general. But this year it has been so boring and so it's like dragging out, and the only real drama is the drama between Lindsay and Danielle. And everything else is kind of like, centering around that kind of whirlpool of mess. So I've kind of been put off this show. So that's what made me feel like I was not going to like Summer House MV. But thankfully, this is a great bunch of people, and they put a great group of people into a house. But I do have a few complaints about the show, which I'm going to get into right now, because I want this show to be like 100% amazing, and I think it really does have the potential to be 100% perfect, but it just needs a few tweaks here and there just to make it like the best that it could possibly be. So, like I said, I think it might be one of my favorite new shows, and I definitely like it better than Summer House. But I just want to say that the one thing that really pissed me off about Summer House MV is that they keep kicking people off the show. And it's not the group really that's kicking people off the show. It's basically Jasmine and Silas. And I will get into the characters of Summer House MV and what I think of each person in, separate videos. But I just wanted to talk in general about the franchise. And I feel like they need to stop kicking people off, and I'm really pissed that they kicked Mariah off. I feel like Mariah was definitely like the most normal person in the house, and I really liked her personality. I know she was a bit kooky with the whole moon solstice thing, or whatever that was, like moon energy, or like that weird thing that she had with the moon. But that's the only strange thing about her. I feel like everything else, she was like a normal human being, just an everyday person. And I like that about her, that she was gonna be like the voice of reason. I felt like she would be like the peacemaker and the voice of reason. And I know they kind of dramatized her and made her into like a crazy person, which I don't think she was. I think she had every right to be pissed. If my clothes were put in with clothes that washed off a dog, or wet dog clothes, I would just be, or dog towels, I'd just be so freaking pissed. My fresh, clean laundry that I thought would be fresh and clean is now tainted with a dog wet. Dog, gross dogness. I love dogs, but, I don't want my clothes to stink of dog. You know what I mean? So I did not like how Jasmine, who is meant to be one of her close friends and they work together, just was so easily happy to kick her out. So no, I don't feel like, I'll get more into that later, but I don't think she should have been kicked out, and don't think Phil should have been kicked out. Yes, Phil was a douchebag, but we need douchebags on shows like this. We have plenty of douchebags on Summer House, regular Summer House, and I think that Summer House MV should definitely have kept Phil, because he is definitely a character, and he is very, he brings a lot of drama and a lot of excitement to the show. He was, but he was barely there for an episode. I don't even think he was there for a full episode. I just, that really pissed me off that they got rid of the person that's bringing the most drama to the show. That is not okay. And then again, I feel like I was pissed again because I saw... Oh yeah, before I get on to that bit, I just want to say that Phil, the first thing that I thought of when I saw Phil was Uncle Phil, because I haven't heard anyone being called Phil in a really long time, so I thought of Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. And then Hillary Banks. So they mentioned in episode 4 Hillary Banks, and I know that Hillary Banks was also on Fresh Prince, and I watched Fresh Prince growing up, and I thought that was freaking hilarious that I thought of Phil as being Uncle Phil. Like, that was my, like, association in my mind, and then there was, like, Hillary Banks mentioned. So it was, like, a whole, you know, coming together moment of Fresh Prince in my mind, anyway. So, another thing that freaked me out was that they kept walking the entire show so far. They're walking around on the grass barefoot, which is gross on its own, but I know that areas like Martha's Vineyard and like parts of New Jersey and also the Hamptons areas, you can get ticks, and ticks can cause Lyme disease. And I feel like I'm just sitting there thinking, oh my God, these people are going to get like Lyme disease, and it's freaking me out. I know that's irrational and irrational fear, but you know, it could happen. So I just feel like I'm just constantly shouting at the TV, Lyme's disease, put your shoes back on. So if they hear this, I hope that they take that into account for next season. Put your shoes on, keep your shoes on, because it's going to happen to you if you don't take care. So the next thing is that, like I said, I'm going to break down the characters in my upcoming episodes, but I also really hate the fact that they keep bringing up sororities, and, you know, they talk about college like constantly, and I feel like especially Silas and just Silas really is trying to replay his college life, his college days, which is kind of sad, and I feel like he has not moved on. And I just hate it. They just keep bringing it up, and we're not in college, so why are we bringing this situation up? Like, get over it. You're not in college anymore. You're a grown man. So, you know, no. Those are my only criticisms of this show. I have more to say about each person's character, and I'll get into that in depth in other episodes to come. But I just want to say that everything that I've said and heard in this episode has been alleged, and these are just my thoughts and opinions on the situations that I'm talking about in this episode on Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, and all my other episodes too. So if you guys have any comments that you want to leave about this episode, please leave it below in the comments below. And I just want to know what you all think of Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Do you guys find it as like good as I do? Do you think it is better than regular Summer House like I do? Or do you find it to be boring, or you just don't like this particular franchise? Also, let me know in the comments below if you guys have any other video ideas for me, because I'd love to know what you guys want me to make videos on next. Next, I'd like to say that if you guys subscribe to this channel, you will not be disappointed, because I post videos every single day, YouTube shorts and long form content too, so there's always something for you guys to listen to, and you will, like I said, not be disappointed. So subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will be back tomorrow with more.